We are now on to the 3-on-3 playoffs of the KBG LAN, and the first game up is the quarterfinal matchup between KURWITTU and BIMBOS. As you can see on the screen, this is the playoff tree, and we have Leku, Swanidius and Woot against Blade, FlockGs and Stonage. I might come back at a later date to catch some of these other quarterfinals. I'll have to check out how good they were, and if their games are actually on ETTV. There are some problems with GTV due to scorelines not being put in on time. But for the moment, I'll just be putting up the games I actually casted live. As said, the first game is KURWITTU against BIMBOS, and it was Supply and Gold Rush. Enjoy the game. So here we go. This is a single elimination tournament. Here's the playoffs. Group stage was played yesterday. Today we have the quarterfinals where we have KURWITTU against BIMBOS, which is going to be Leku, Woot and Swanidius against Blade, Stonage and Flop. It does look like we've got the BIMBOS team on the attack first. And they're going up high. Pistols out just to get a bit of damage off. They're waiting for the respawn at this point. They want to save the Thompsons for the next push. Flop is going to get taken down, but the revive will come in. Need to be careful here, and the Gib. So it is only going to be a two-man push. You're not going to see Blade pushing low. Gets taken down, and they delayed for so long on that attack. It kind of made it obvious what they were going to do. The KURWITTU team managed to shut them down. They pushed in from the cave. He could have got on those health packs. That was a very dangerous positioning there. It's going to be KURWITTU to hold off the first couple of pushes. And the first minute nearly going their way. And it does look like maybe a cave push coming in. That was actually a delayed spawn. Push up high from Blade. Does get a headshot. More players to deal with. Shooting on towards middle. Push coming in low from his teammates. He's going to take shots in the heads. From above from Woot. And there is someone on middle. It is Woot. He's going to take a lot of damage. Whips out that Luger. And he had to get that frag in. I think BIMBOS aren't going to be able to get their hands on that flag in time. Woot picks up a 3 kill. We are going to see a bit of a spawn kill come in. Nice try. They are going to be able to clean out middle. Leku is struggling a little bit with that shot. Somehow Blade manages to get away. So Blade has the pistol in his hand. Gets quite a bit of damage onto Leku. The two-man team on those stairs is going to be able to clean things up. Each player for the KURWITTU team picking up a frag apiece. Woot is rampage mode at the moment. He's picking up a lot of frags. He hasn't had to play any 6-on-6 yet. So he's not going to... Very close. And it's going to be Swanee to pick up a nade frag. Maybe, yeah, it's going to be a double kill for Stonage. But fortunately, Swanidius was able to push down and get the revives in after that kill. BIMBOS starting to push forwards. I think Woot did spot out Blade here. It's this kind of prime nade position. Oh, he missed the jump. Nearly got the nade. He did get the nade. He needs to pick up a good shot here. Leku manages to take down Blade. So the revive will come in on middle. Leku has to try and delay. Nice headshots rain out. Swanidius is going to get dropped, but the revive play is going to come in on middle. As you see, more frags go in the way of KURWITTU. 2 frags coming in for Woot to make that 3. And it is going to be the Axis in full control here on the first stage of supply. Nearly 25% of the time off the clock. Leku is going to be able to get that nade down on the spawn. We'll stick with Woot at the moment because, like I said, he is hitting some really nice shots. And he's going to be able to pick up 1. I think the kill out came in from Stonage. It did indeed. There are a couple of players at Broken Wall. They have got an engineer. I think the timing's right. Nice revive. They might be able to push in for a plant here. Was a bit slow on that revive. Engineer is nowhere to be seen. He was in the corner. 3 frags come in. Leku with the double. And it looks very one-sided at the moment in the console. Lots of pink on the right-hand side for the kills. The only real time you're seeing the pink on the left-hand side is on the kill-outs. You're going to see Swanee get a full spawn time. He's going to get taken down. Decides to kill out. BIMBOS are struggling on this first stage. Didn't see much of BIMBOS in the group stage. Didn't see anything of BIMBOS in the group stage. We did see 1 or 2 KURWITTU games, and they didn't look too bad. They don't look too bad right now either. Nice shooting from Leku. Gets a lot of damage onto that ally player. Push will be coming through cave though. He's going to be able to clean up that kill. Pistol out. So the clock is still running down. 7.5 minutes remaining. Of course, supply here on 3on3 is only 12 minutes long. You see Woot just tapping away. Just a couple of headshots. Nice shooting from Woots. So it does get taken down. 10 seconds spawn. And it is going to be another frag coming in for Flop. Swanee just managed to hold them back. And maybe a little bit of control here, finally, for BIMBOS. Are they going to push too aggressive on the middle? As a double team goes down. Swanee just picks up 2. I'm not sure who killed the other guy. Maybe he was out for a long time on the upper area. Here comes the push through cave. Flop's leading the charge. Gets a bit of damage off, but he's going to get double teamed. And these guys are working pretty well together, the KURWITTU guys. But look how defensive they are. They're kind of worried. They're waiting for the killouts maybe. Waiting for the full spawns for the BIMBOS team. They didn't want to risk it. Nice headshot comes out from Stonehenge. Another headshot. Really low on Leku. Leku's going to be able to heal up on these left side stairs. As he's going to pop his head out and get taken down. Double headshot comes out. But it does look like the flag should be picked up. Where is he? He is going to be able to grab the flag. As the push comes up, and Woot actually grabs it just in time for Swanee to spawn in. As the push will come up for the flag again, and it will get shut down. Swanee gets that frag in, and it does look really good for the Axis team. Just under half the time taken off the clock. Not really seeing too much from the allied team so far, except for that flag grab. Here we go. 2 frags come in on the spawn. Now going to get the Gibbs as well. As Blade's going to get the flag. And the plant is actually going to go down in that lower area, I think. There it is. I did see it through the wall. It's funny that I could see the plant go down from the flag. It's pretty funny. The plant will go down in the upper area as well, but 7 minutes have been taken off the clock. That's a long time.
Only 5 minutes, soldier.
So will BIMBOS get a time on the clock? It doesn't look great for them. The first stage was 7 minutes in a 3-on-3. That means they only really have 5 minutes to get things done. Looks like they were waiting for the upper door to blow. Leku all by himself for a couple of seconds. Is he going to have to face anybody? He is. 2 players shooting him long range. He's going to decide to back off. Probably the smartest idea. Woot is going to get taken down. So not much of a CP stage, and it is hard to defend in 6-on-6, but in 3-on-3, just as hard. Your team is even more thinly spread. Swanee is going to be able to push up the cave. And he is still here if he takes down the Covey. That was lucky. As, I think they have a couple of Coveys. They do. CP will get rebuilt. And the allied team are going to respawn in. So they have managed to get another few objectives out of the way. The truck is way back though. Where is the truck? Where is the truck? There it is. Long way back. The BIMBOS guys did just come off of like 6-7 hours of playing, and that can be tiresome. I know it's tiring for me to just cast. I'm exhausted already. And I've got another game to do in the 3-on-3s next. And potentially, what, another 4 games in 6-on-6. I don't know how I'm going to get this done. As Nade's going to come towards this main plant. And he should get it done. Luger comes out. Woot's grenade's going to do the damage. As SwanIdiot at least is positioning. Brilliant headshots come out though. He takes down Blades. The plant somehow comes out. Really nice revive came in from Stonehenge, and the respawn's going to come in at Blades, and they should be able to get an East plant as well. As Blades is going to push down. He's got a lot of players around him. They need to go for that truck. They need to get the truck. Yeah, Stonehenge is like, he's going for it, and then he's like, okay. It's all the way back here. West plant will go down. Don't normally see too many diffuses on this map in 3on3. But you never know, SwanIdiot have built our back, so he is an engineer for at least a spawn. Bam, going over, and SwanIdiot will get this diffuser. I think he would even risk full, it is worth. Even though there is only 2 minutes left on the clock, there isn't much time. Respawn comes in of the Axis team. Allies had quite a bit of control for a little while. That first stage really did hurt them though. Defending for 7 minutes. As we do have Witt in position in this east tower. Nice grenades. They do a bit of damage. Not going to be able to pick up any kills. It's going to be all on Leku for a couple of minutes. Revive did actually come in towards SwanIdiot. Grenade on the respawn. SwanIdiot is out for full unless he can get picked up, and another player is taken down, and it's going to be all on Leku, I think it was, to actually get in the revives. I think he got in both of them. So the KURWITTU team are just going to run up top. Really nice play from Leku, as he is going to be able to get those revives in, and the nade to just cover the retreat. And they are very short on time here. I think they need to just go. And it's going to be a pretty nice crossfire at the top. SwanIdiot picks up 2. Make that 3. Swanee with the big triple. One of them was a revive player, of course. As I think Leku got a kill from back. And that is going to be the full hold here on supply. It is not uncommon. They got so much time though. I mean, 7 minutes on that first stage. If they would have defended, let's say, for 4. We probably would have had BIMBOS setting a time. They just took so long to get that flag. You had Wood going really ham on them. I think the only one who wasn't really going mental was Leku. Did get in some nice revives though. Wood's continuing it though. Picks up the Sten. Should have watched this. It's in the gib. And it is indeed going to be the full hold. And what will happen is, if KURWITTU win, they take the first map, of course. Not sure what the second map is. Look at the frags. "27 frags coming out from Woot, 25 from SwanIdiot, nearly 5k damage from Woot. Cross to the other team. Blade picks up 14 frags and 4k damage, but they did really struggle on that first stage.
Prepare to fight.
Wasn't amazing. Hello, chat. Hello, chat. No, I'm not at the LAN. I'm not at LAN. And hello, Niels. How's it going?
Fight.
Let's see what the BIMBOS team can do on defense. They have to full hold to get anything out of this. Yeah, starting very aggressively. Nice shooting from Stonehenge. Comes out the blocks racing. We did see some really nice shots from Stonehenge in the 6-on-6. Started a bit quietly in the 3-on-3, and in 3-on-3 you can't just have that decent-ish game and hope that one of the other players in your team does well. Doesn't work so much in 3-on-3. Works in 6-on-6, where you can have a quiet round every now and again. Push coming up for the flag for Swanee. There is a player in the room. Nice play. And they are going to be able to lock it down. They haven't got the forward spawn on the spawn time though, but it is going to be Wood to get that plant down in the lower area.
Dynamite planted.
So the Axis team didn't really hold it off for too long. 1 minute, barely even 1 minute. Plant went down with 50 seconds off the clock. Not good at all.
Dynamite planted.
The sword is, I think that's mods. I think I must have given you mod to keep the crowd quiet at one point in one of the ET games that we watched. They were getting rowdy earlier. It was a bit of banter. That was all good. As long as it doesn't get too over the top. I don't mind the shit talking in chat too much. It gets a bit too personal. There's no need. You know, taking the mick out of each other's ET achievements is actually fine with me. Okay, okay. Trucker's going to push quite far down with that. Nice headshots coming out of Woods. He's going to flank behind Stonehenge, and he picks up 3 frags. He's going to pick up that revive again. And the plant is going to go down on main from Swanidis, but there isn't much space to get the cover in. They have to push forward a bit more. This left-hand side is going to be quite important from Leku, because the truck is pushed up, but it doesn't look like the Axis is going to have the opportunity to go for that defuse. I think they're just going to ignore it. Doesn't look like they're waiting in their spawn. They know the spawn frags are going to come in, or the spawn nades at least. So going for the defuse is not worth doing. Leku spots out an enemy. Nice shooting from Leku. Axis player decides to back off. They're going to take quite a bit of damage. As the main has blown. CP has been destroyed as well, so forward spawn will be in the hands of the Allies very soon. It does look like the KURWITTU team are in control of this map so far. The truck is struggling to move, and I'm pretty sure Leku was standing next to it. Not sure what that was about. They've only just built the CP actually. They were spawning back for a little while. BIMBOS guys, if they don't get anything on this map, they need to put themselves up for the next one quickly. They need to at least get some, get themselves in a good position. They did, like I said, play a lot of 6-on-6 games already, and you know, exhaustion can be a factor. They're going to have to play 6-on-6 later. It's going to be very hard for them. They're going to have to play, I think, 1 game of 6-on-6, potentially 2. Nice grenade comes up. That's one of the estates down blades. And it's going to be an aggressive play from BIMBOS. So they already spawn in just in time for flop. Nice headshots. Leku is on the truck. He has been taken down. It is flop with a double frag on the MP40. We of course see him mainly play the rifle in the 6-on-6 format.
They have breached the side wall.
I'm not sure where flop's going. Oh, I think there's been a jump. Or I'm not sure, he's gone up top. So he's going to actually hold the top of the stairs. He does get a 2 frag there, taken down by a teammate. That was really strange though from Flop. He seemed to know exactly where he wanted to be very, very early. It paid off. He did get those 2 frags in. As they are going to be able to push forward. It's going to be blades. They know it's a short spawn for the Axis, so they're going to wait for those guys who push forward to basically kill out. And Stonehenge gets a reasonably long range kill. I think the revive would have come in though. As it is lagging a little bit for me. Connection's not going great. I'm of course connected online. It looks okay-ish on the stream. But if it isn't the server or anything, these guys are... It's fine for these guys. But it is very laggy for me watching it. As the push is going to come in the upper stairs. This flop is going to be able to get 1 frag in. They're going to overwhelm in 3 players. There's no heroics this time round. As the gold crate is going to be put in the back of the truck. Just over half the time left, 6 minutes.
They have secured the first gold crate.
It's going to be very hard to hold it from here. Managed to hold it off for 6 minutes so far, which is not amazing. This revive comes in. So they're going to make their way towards that east side of the map. Oh, nice jump attempt from Woods. But they have made it in main. Sort of, close, nearly. 180 is on a truck. He's got Leku. Leku gets dropped. 3 Axis players closing in. He's going to get shot. They're going to jump on side top of this box. Kind of standard. But he has made it to the back of East pretty much. And what is going to slow push through their spawn? That's a nice idea. He times it with the spawn. Yeah. He did get spotted. But he's, I think he's actually going to go through the spawn again. No, he's not. Leku has been dropped. Oh, maybe he did. Maybe he did go through the spawn again. I've got no idea where he went. Maybe he went up top and jumped on top of the truck. So just over 4.5 minutes remaining. And Bimbo's done quite a good job on this stage, to be honest. This stage is generally quite hard. What is going to get that jump off? He is going to be able to push into East Tower. Gets that double frag. Will he make it a triple? He doesn't. That would have been pretty much a game win. That would have been the map going the KURWITTU team. But Bimbo's hold on for again for at least another spawn. Nice damage coming out from Stonehenge. And we are going to see Leku, who's actually just bypassed the player on the respawn, thinking, hey, you know, he's going to kill out, surely. Stonehenge didn't kill out. Respawners come in. Truck did creep forward just a little bit, I think. Flop is in position to get some shots off. To get those Gibbs in. 2-man push to East. And what nearly does the jump on the right-hand side. And he's going to give Flop the runaround. Stonehenge gets the frag in. And what should be getting these revives in, or at least just moving the truck outside main. And it's just a matter of time now for the KURWITTU team to get this first map on the board. It did look strong in their own defense. 7-minute first stage hold. It's always going to be hard to recover from. You can't really be defended for that long on any stage in any of the maps for 3-on-3 or 6-on-6, and really hope to get a time or a decent time. And it does look like KURWITTU are going to break it in 12. So it's about, what, 9 minutes, 10 seconds, something like that? Minutes 11. Looking at the frags, 41 frags coming out from what, 8.3k damage. Very even damage spread on the Axis team. They weren't performing that badly, but you did have 2 players on KURWITTU playing pretty good and very good. The damage from Leku isn't too bad either. It's very even between the 2 teams overall. But Wood was hitting some really nice shots. It does look like the second map is going to be Gold Rush. So, Wood definitely the MVP of that first map, the 3-on-3. Compared to the other players though, like I already said, he hasn't had to play. Leku hasn't had to play, so they might be a little bit, you know, fresh. Whereas the Bimbos guys have all just played a lot of 6-on-6, so has Swanidius. Swanidius didn't do too badly. I think generally, the way I feel about it when I play games is I don't really feel too bad if I play for a long time while I'm playing, but the second I stop afterwards, I feel awful. So maybe the break hurt them a little bit. Maybe the break got to them. It can be very tiring. I can't imagine having to play for as long as they're going to have to play for. It's hard enough casting, like I already said. I mean, I think some of these guys, TSB, fortunately, not a lot of those guys were playing. None of them guys were playing 6-on-6 earlier. But TMT, of course, they're going to have to play an extra round in the upper bracket potentially. Fortunately, not many of their players in the 3-on-3. I think it's just Mouse. As we have KURWITTU on the attack first. Nate comes in through main and decides to kill out, or at least force respawn. And what is going to try and push in through main. Nice frags coming in for the Bimbos team. Nice revive play. It's taken down. What Gonna respawn in with his team. 3 players pushing towards this side corridor. I've got Flop in position. Heard some footsteps just as he was backing off, and Leku gets a flying headshot on the entry. Doesn't manage to get the kill, and 3 frags go the Bimbo's way. And again, it's just the 2 guys at main. Nice shooting though from Woods. He's hitting a lot of headshots, and it does look like Leku's going to be able to push in through side as well. Are they going to be on it? He's going to be able to flank in behind Flop, and that should be an easy build for Woods. No mines in 3-on-3, of course. So once they clear it, it's built, easy peasy, and it's only just about a minute and a half off the clock. And we do have a double engineer for the barrier. Get that charge in to that. It is going to be built up. Nice work, really nice revive, some stonage. So they have got another stage to defend. It's going to be the barrier stage. The push is going to come in. Double 2 players on that tank. Footsteps to the left of Flop. He's going to be pre-shot again. Because he gave that nade away, the pre-shoot will come in. I don't think they've got an engineer in position just yet. Here comes Woods. MG. Need to be careful with that. Oh, that is slightly misplaced. But they are going to be able to clear it out, so it isn't going to be too much of a problem. Don't want to plant too much in the open. Grenade on a respawn. Maybe going around the back. Footsteps everywhere. That's what is going to try and close down the remaining player. It is going to be Blades. And he gets dropped. Pistol frag comes out. You just need to try and get back into position to get that tank moving. They built CP?
Tank barrier destroyed.
Axis didn't even build CP. So tank is going to roll on towards the bridge. Let's see some Axis points of view. So this is single elimination. So this is it for Bimbos. If they have to win this Gold Rush map, there's no lower bracket to save them. The MG. As the tank rolls into position. They're going to destroy it, it looks like. Should be destroyed. And he got a freebie on the kill. As Leku either didn't see it, didn't hear it, or thought he was safe. So respawners are going to come in. Lots of damage came in from Wood there. But he didn't manage to get the kill. As the kill out came in from Blade. And Blade's playing second all by himself. Normally what we see from in 3-on-3 is heavy stack on first and second. Maybe even all 3 players. Because I'm pretty sure maybe one of the KURWITTU players might make it round bank. No, they haven't. Just push forward from Stonage. This is nice work from Swanee. Decided not to use his Thompson. I don't actually think he's got ammo. Maybe he wants to go for ammo here. Yeah, it's got ammo. I'm not sure why he's running around with the pistol a little bit. Nice pistol work though from Leku. Really nice movement from Woods. He does manage to jump over the barrier, and he's just going to get his hands on the gold. He will make his way out the front. And with 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, he's going to go up the ammo roads. Makes it up long. Taking some shots in the back. As the respawn kill is going to come in from Leku. He picks up 2, nearly 3 frags. But Swanee is going to be able to finish off the 3rd. And this is going to be the gold going in the back of the truck for the KURWITTU team. And they look to be setting around about a 6-minute time, which is very impressive here on Gold Rush. And Bimbos have it all to do. Or they're out. That's it. That's going to be the end of their 3-on-3 tournament. They're under their 3-on-3 LAN. They have, of course, got the 6-on-6, where Oxid are quite a big favourite. Along with a couple of other teams. Definitely a favourite to come top 3. It'd be a big upset if they didn't come top 3. It really comes down to individual performances and games to see where they come. But this 3-on-3 tournament is actually pretty stacked. A lot of big names, obviously. A lot of the 6-on-6 aimers, and then you get these teams that are just mixed together, like KURWITTU, Lekku, and Swanee from 3 different teams. Initially, Lekku and Swanee were in the same team, but we've gone into that a couple of times. The double backstab story is well known. So it will be just over 6 minutes. 6 minutes, 6 seconds. Let's pick up the frags. 10 frags coming out from BIMBOS, not really good enough on defense. They're struggling. They got out-fragged on attack. And out-damaged as well. Lekku picking up 15 frags. He picked himself up a lot of frags on this map. He was the lowest fragger on supply. He didn't do too badly. He was equal to the opposition, that's for sure. But he wasn't really that standout performer. But here, he definitely is on this allied side. Picking up a ton of frags.
Prepare to fight.
And can BIMBOS hold on? Can they have they got the metal to get this first stage, like in the first push? You need to get this in the first push. Give yourself as much time as possible. Force up a 3rd map. And then take the win. The way KURWITTU are playing, I'm not really sure they can do it. I'm not really sure. And I know I haven't updated the scores on the screen, but it is 2-0 to KURWITTU at the moment. I do apologise for that. As the push is going to come through main. Nade over the top. It's going to rattle away. He's going to have a player to deal with here. 2 players, in fact. He's going to back off. It's a pretty safe play. Maybe going to be a push coming up back now. And so the revive's going to come in. Lekku's going to go over the kill that he got initially and get the 2nd. And he will get taken down, but nice play from KURWITTU. Kill and a revive. And they are playing with a field up. I like this idea. Because a lot of the time what Axis do is they play like the kill out mentality. Kind of what Lekku did. And look how much map space you give a team. He managed to make it inside. And he is going to take down KURWITTU. No. Not going to be able to take down KURWITTU. And the build is going to come in for the attacking team. Obviously no mines. No one in position. The kills actually came in from KURWITTU. I don't know how he killed Flop there. I think he just literally shot the MG. And they need to damage this somehow. Have they got a field up? They don't. So Lekku needs to hold on. The tank is still in Axis hands. Are they going to spawn forwards? I think they will, you know. I hear the spam. He's trying to damage this. He has damaged the tank. Well played from KURWITTU, who was the engineer, just spamming tank. But they are going to lose 2 again. And I don't think there's an engineer in position for the allied team, actually. It's just Swanee. He's trying to just scope out the potential engineer. But he isn't going to manage to do that. They should spawn back now. But allies, again, engineerless. NG-less. As he pushes in. Yeah, all the KURWITTU players spawn back. They only have to defend for 4 more minutes. They didn't do too much of a great job on that first stage. Got kind of fortunate to slow it down, but what? Another 30 seconds? Maybe a little bit longer. Nice double frag comes out from Swanee. Damage towards the tank. There is another player on it. As Stonehenge is going to get that frag in. They're not going to be able to build that barrier up. I think they only had 1 engineer. So there's not going to be a barrier stage for these guys. Which is something that the BIMBOS team did actually have. Push comes in for the builds. I say there's not going to be a barrier stage. Yeah, there is going to be a barrier stage. As one of the medics for the Axis team is going to get caught out. Damage towards the tank. And Axis have quite a lot of control here at the barrier. They only have to hold this for about a minute and a half to really seal the deal. Blade just strafing straight down. Not sure what that was about. Swanee, KURWITTU, and Lekku all picking up a frag apiece. No revives came in. And you're going to see KURWITTU push forwards. 10-second respawn for the Axis team. They're going to play with a bit of aggression here. They did actually spawn back. No, they didn't. Lekku just already holding him in spawn. Not setting up that crossfire very well with his teammate. And Swanee is going to risk fall. This is a pointless risk. As he is going to take some fire. He's going to get very fortunate if he gets away with this. He somehow has. I don't know how. He gets taken down eventually. Respawning allies are going to come in. I don't know how Swanee survived for so long. Nice Gib comes in, and they should get the plant down. They need to get it down really quickly. I don't think they've got enough time anyway. They basically need to get the plant down and the tank into position, almost instantly get the objective, and then somehow, I don't know, no clip to the truck, and then hope the truck driver has put some nitro in that fuel tank, because they've only got two minutes. Just see Leku running around the entire map. We've got an engineer. We haven't. We've got a field ops. He wants to damage that tank, and if he damages the tank, it definitely is GG. If it isn't already. Tank pushes forwards. We're going to see Blade push into the dream room. We're going quite aggressive. Does pick up the frag. 2 players pushing in towards sides. He's going to get the reply in the mistimed reload from Blade. He does manage to pick up one. As I am starting to lose my voice. But he does manage to pick up one. But this is, like I said, this is going to be a 4-0 victory for KURWITTU. I did forget to update the scores. I am sorry. I am very tired, I'm going to be honest. I've got to wake myself up. Got a few more games to come. These guys will move on to the semi-finals. This is a single elimination 3-on-3 bracket. I'll update the bracket as soon as this game's over. And I'll check the other scores just to update the overall. But from this game, what we've seen, KURWITTU's been performing really well. Swanee as well. Leku had his moments here on Gold Rush. So the last remaining seconds, Stonage is going to be able to get dead. Yeah, my voice is going. Stonage is going to be able to get a couple of frags. But as I said, 32 frags coming out from Leku, 17 from Woot, 18 from Swanidius. Leku went big on Gold Rush. 21 frags for Stonage. So like I said, it is 4-0. Is it alright, Weebay? There we go. There's the question. He wants to know. Need to reply on Games TV. So I'll update the scores on the main screen. And we will have a 4-0 victory for KURWITTU, who will move on to the semi-finals.